Have you ever felt the kind of silence that isn't peaceful? It's heavy. That's the kind of silence that forms when a relationship that once mattered gets interrupted by distance, decisions, or moments you wish you could redo. And for many teenagers and young adults, that silence exists between them and their parents. Not always because the love is gone, but because something happened, choices were made, words were said, lines were crossed, and now there's this space in between that feels too awkward, too painful, or too uncertain to step back into. If that's where you are, you're not alone. A lot of people carry the weight of decisions they made when they were younger, decisions made in emotion, in confusion, in hurt, or even in survival. And as you grow, as you gain perspective, something shifts. You start to see things differently. You may begin to recognize your part in what happened. You may feel regret or guilt or even embarrassment about how things unfolded. And that awareness can feel overwhelming because now you're standing in a place where you want something to change, but you don't know how to begin without reopening everything you've been trying to avoid. Here's the truth that doesn't get said enough. Not knowing where to start is completely normal. Rebuilding a relationship after distance isn't supposed to feel natural at first. It's supposed to feel awkward. It's supposed to feel uncertain. Because you're stepping into something that no longer has the same rhythm it once did. Waiting until it feels comfortable before you try is often what keeps people stuck. Shame is one of the biggest barriers in this process. It convinces you that because of what happened, you don't deserve to reach out. That you've done too much, said too much, or stayed away too long to come back now. But shame doesn't protect relationships, it keeps them frozen. And if there is even a part of you that wants connection, then that desire matters more than the voice telling you it's too late. Rebuilding doesn't start with fixing everything. It starts with something much smaller: willingness. Willingness to take one step even if it feels imperfect. That step doesn't have to be a long conversation or a full explanation of everything that happened. Sometimes it's as simple as a message. Hey, I've been thinking about you. Or, I know things have been distant, but I'd like to talk if you're open to it. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be real. And here's something important to understand. You cannot control how the other person responds. They may be open, they may be cautious. They may still need time, and that can feel discouraging, especially when you've already worked up the courage to reach out. But rebuilding trust is a process, not a moment. Just like distance didn't happen overnight, reconnection usually doesn't either. There is also something powerful about owning your part, not in a way that shames you further, but in a way that shows growth. Being able to say, I've been thinking about how things went, and I know I didn't handle everything well, creates space for a different kind of conversation. It doesn't erase the past, but it shows that you're not the same person who made those choices, and that matters more than you might realize. At the same time, rebuilding a relationship doesn't mean accepting everything or pretending that your own hurt didn't exist. You can take responsibility for your actions while still honoring your experience. Both things can be true. Growth is not about taking all the blame, it's about stepping into honesty on both sides over time. The hardest part is often the beginning, the moment before you reach out, the moment where you sit with the discomfort and decide whether you're going to stay in the safety of distance or risk stepping toward connection. And that moment matters more than anything else because it's where change actually starts. You don't have to have all the words. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't even have to feel completely ready. You just have to be willing to begin. Because sometimes rebuilding a relationship isn't about going back to what it was. It's about creating something new, something more honest, more aware, and more intentional than before. And that kind of a relationship doesn't start with perfection. It starts with courage.